Welcome to Chat English, where we teach you the English you actually use. Today, we are looking at the exact text messages that expose you as a beginner and the simple habits to fix them. It is Friday afternoon at 4:30. You want to ask your new English-speaking coworker for coffee, so you type, "Dear John, I would like to cordially invite you to consume coffee." And then your heart beats fast and you aggressively delete it because you know it sounds like a robot.
I used to spend 20 minutes staring at a blank phone screen because I was terrified my texts sounded weird, stiff, or accidentally rude to my new friends.
Today, we are giving you 10 copy-paste chat phrases to use right now, plus a quick ABC quiz to test your messaging instincts. So let's start.
I love this topic, Jessica. Texting is how the world communicates now. We rarely call people anymore. We send a quick message on WhatsApp or Slack or iMessage, but texting in a second language is incredibly stressful.
It really is stressful, and the reason it is stressful is because textbook English does not work in text messages. If you use the grammar and vocabulary from your traditional English classes, you actually sound strange to native speakers.
Exactly. When I first started working in an English speaking office, I treated every single text message like a formal email. I would write things like, "Good morning, colleague. I hope you are having a pleasant day today. I would like to request your assistance."
Oh my goodness, Dave. That sounds like a letter from a lawyer in the 19th century.
I know, but I was so afraid of making a grammar mistake. I thought if I used big words, people would think my English was excellent. Instead, my coworkers thought I was a robot. They thought I was angry or too serious.
That is such a common experience. When you write long, formal text messages, you actually create distance between you and the other person. Texting is supposed to be fast, friendly, and casual. You do not need perfect, complex grammar. You just need natural chat habits.
So, what is the first habit we need to change? Because I know a lot of people listening right now are looking at their phones and wondering if they've been texting like a robot.
The very first thing we need to fix is how you start the chat. We call this the hey habit. The opening of your text message sets the entire mood for the conversation. If you start with a formal word, the other person feels uncomfortable.
Right, so we should never start a text message with the word dear.
Never. You only use dear for formal emails or paper letters. In a text message, if you're messaging a coworker, a friend, or an acquaintance, you just use hey, Hey. Hey.
Is hey too casual though? What if I'm texting my manager? I always feel like hey is something I only say to my best friend.
That is a great question. There's a difference between casual and polite. If you're texting your best friend, hey is perfect. If you're texting a coworker you know well, hey is also perfect. If you're texting your manager or someone you just met and you want to be a little more polite, you can use hi.
Okay, so hey for friends and close coworkers, hi for managers or new contacts. That is very simple to remember. But what comes after hey? Because I usually say, "Hey, how are you today? I'm fine."
We need to drop the textbook greetings. In text messages, we get straight to the point, but in a friendly way. One of the absolute best copy-paste phrases you can use is, "Are you around for?"
Are you around for? Wait, what does around mean in this context? Like physically standing in a circle?
That is a very natural confusion. In conversational English, being around just means being available or being nearby. So if you want to ask someone to get a coffee, you do not say, "Would you like to consume coffee with me?" You simply type, "Hey, are you around for a coffee?"
Oh, I love the rhythm of that. Hey, are you around for a coffee? It sounds so relaxed. It takes all the pressure off.
Exactly. And you can use this structure for almost anything at work or in daily life. Are you around for a quick call? Are you around for lunch? Are you around for a chat?
It's so versatile. You just copy and paste are you around for and then add your noun. A call, a coffee, a meeting.
Yes, and it works beautifully because it's a low pressure invitation. If the person is busy, they can easily say no. It doesn't feel like a heavy demand.
I wish I knew this phrase years ago. It would have saved me so much panic at my office desk. I used to sweat while typing out formal requests.
Well, let's test your instincts now, Dave, and let's test the audience. It's time for our first ABC quiz. We're going to give you a scenario and 3 ways to text a reply. Play along with this next quiz, shout your answer at the screen.
I'm ready. I love quizzes.
Here is the scenario. It is Monday morning, you are at your desk, you need to ask your coworker Sarah a question about a project. How do you start the text message? Option A, Dear Sarah, do you possess the availability to assist me? Option B, Sarah, help me please right now. Option C, Hey Sarah, are you around for a quick question?
Well, this one feels pretty clear to me now, but let us look at them. Option A, Dear Sarah, do you possess the availability to assist me? That is exactly how I used to text. It is perfectly correct grammar, but it sounds absolutely ridiculous in a chat box.
Exactly. It is grammatically perfect and socially terrible. What about option B?
Option B is, Sarah, help me please right now. That sounds incredibly aggressive. Even though it uses the word please, it sounds like an emergency. If I receive that text, I am going to panic.
Right. It lacks the conversational rhythm. It's too direct. So that leaves option C.
Option C, Hey Sarah, are you around for a quick question? It uses our new habit. It's friendly, it's casual, and it respects her time. Option C is the best reply.
Option C is correct. If you guessed option C at home, great job. You're already developing a native sounding text instinct.
That feels really good. Having these specific phrases makes me feel safe. I do not have to invent a new sentence every time I open my phone.
That is the secret of native speakers. We do not invent new sentences, we just use the same 10 or 15 phrases over and over again. We recycle them.
Okay, so we know how to start the chat. We asked Sarah if she is around for a coffee. Now let's talk about the next step. What happens when Sarah replies and says yes? Or what happens when someone invites me to do something? How do I reply?
This brings us to our second big category. We call this the replies block. This is where most English learners freeze. You receive a text message with a plan and you don't know how to agree naturally.
This is my biggest weakness. If someone texts me, do you want to get pizza at 6 o'clock? I usually just type, yes, I agree, or I just type the word okay. But sometimes I worry about that. Is it rude to just say okay with a period?
Yes and no. The word okay is fine, but in modern text culture, simply writing okay with a period can actually look a little cold or even angry. It looks very short. It looks like you don't really want to go, but you're forcing yourself.
Wow, I had no idea. I've probably sent 1,000 texts that just said okay with a period. I thought I was being efficient. No wonder people stopped inviting me to pizza.
Don't worry, Dave. We are going to replace okay with something much warmer and much more native. The habit we're going to learn now is called the sounds good habit.
Sounds good. Just those 2 words?
Just those 2 words. If someone texts you, pizza at 6 tonight, you reply, sounds good, with an exclamation mark.
Wait, Jessica, let's look at the grammar there. Why do we say sounds good instead of it sounds good? Where did the subject go?
Ah, you noticed. This is a massive secret about chat English. In text messages, native speakers drop pronouns. We call it pronoun dropping. We are lazy. We type fast on our tiny phone keyboards, so we delete unnecessary words.
So instead of typing that sounds good to me, you just delete the beginning and end and you're left with sounds good.
Exactly, because the other person already knows what you're talking about. You're talking about the pizza. You don't need to say the word it.
I love this rule, pronoun dropping. It's almost like breaking the rules of grammar on purpose to sound more natural.
That's exactly what it is. And sounds good isn't the only phrase you can use. Another incredible copy-paste phrase for agreeing to a plan is works for me.
Works for me. Let me guess, the full sentence is that plan works for me, but we drop the first part?
You got it. We drop the word that. We just say works for me.
Let's practice this. I'm going to be the coworker. I'll send you a text message and you use one of our new replies. Ready?
Ready.
Hey Jessica, are you around for a quick meeting at 2 o'clock?
Works for me.
Wow, that felt so fast and natural. Let's do another one. Hey, Jessica, I'm going to send the report to the client tomorrow morning instead of today.
Sounds good.
It really is that easy. I feel like my brain is relaxing just thinking about this. I don't have to check my grammar. I just use the clipboard in my mind.
If you're enjoying these simple chat rules and you want to feel confident every time you open your phone, please click the subscribe button right now. When you subscribe to Chat English, you get all our new phrases every week, so you never have to panic delete a text message again.
Yes, join our community. We have a lot of fun here. Okay, Jessica, we know how to agree to a plan, but what if we have to say no? What if I'm not around for coffee? How do I decline an invitation without sounding rude? Because I usually write, no, I cannot consume coffee with you because I have too many tasks assigned to my desk.
That is definitely too robotic and way too much information. If you need to say no, you want to keep it light and casual. A great phrase is, I'm tied up right now.
Tied up? Like someone tied me to a chair with a rope? That sounds terrifying.
I know it sounds funny if you translate it literally, but tied up is a very common idiom. It just means you are completely busy and cannot leave what you're doing.
That is a great visual. I am tied up with work. I cannot escape. Do I have to explain what I am doing? Like I am tied up answering emails?
No, you do not need to explain. That is the beauty of the phrase. It gives you privacy. You just say, sorry, tied up right now. Maybe next time.
Sorry, tied up right now. Maybe next time. That is brilliant. It is polite, it is short, and it keeps the friendship open for the future.
Let us do our second ABC quiz to make sure this is sticking.
Excellent. Give me the scenario.
Your friend texts you, hey, we're going to the cinema tonight at 8. Do you want to come? You are very tired and you just want to stay home. How do you reply? Option A, I am unable to attend your cinema event due to my fatigue. Option B, sorry, tied up tonight. Have fun. Option C, no.
Oh, option C is brutal. Just the word no. That is how you lose all your friends instantly.
Yes, option C is a friendship killer. What about option A?
Option A is I am unable to attend your cinema event due to my fatigue. This is the classic textbook mistake. It sounds like an automated medical response. It is way too formal for a friend inviting you to a movie.
Exactly. So that leaves option B.
Option B. Sorry, tied up tonight. Have fun. It drops the pronoun, it uses our new phrase, and it wishes them well. Option B is the best reply.
Correct again. You are on a roll, Dave. I want everyone listening to take a screenshot of this sounds good list. Save sounds good, works for me, and tied up right now in your camera roll so you have them for your next conversation.
Those three phrases alone will fix 50% of my texting anxiety. But Jessica, sometimes a text conversation doesn't have a clear question. Sometimes people do not invite you anywhere, they just send a statement or a picture.
Yes, the endless group chat. People send links, photos, or random thoughts.
Exactly. A coworker sends a picture of their new dog in the group chat. I panic. Everyone else is replying instantly, and I'm sitting there translating words in my head. I end up writing, that is a very beautiful dog you have there. Congratulations on acquiring your animal. And by the time I send it, the conversation has already moved on.
I'm laughing, but I know how frustrating that is. When you translate from your native language, it takes too long and you miss the rhythm of the chat. This brings us to our third category. We call it the reaction habit.
The reaction habit. How to reply when you have nothing specific to say.
Exactly. You are faking fluency by using short emotional words. You don't need to write a full sentence to show you're participating.
So what do I say to the dog picture?
Instead of a long sentence, you just drop a reaction phrase. The most common one is, haha, love this.
Haha, love this. Okay, I have a question about the word haha. Do you actually laugh out loud when you type haha? Because I feel like a liar if I type haha, but my face is completely serious looking at my phone.
That is such a perceptive question. No, native speakers almost never laugh out loud when they type haha. In modern text culture, haha is not really a laugh. It's a polite marker. It's a tone indicator. It shows that you're friendly, that you're smiling internally, and that the conversation is light.
That is fascinating. So it's almost like a punctuation mark. It's like an emoji made out of letters.
That is the perfect way to describe it. If you just type love this, it sounds nice. But if you type haha love this, it sounds warm and casual.
What about LOL? Can I say LOL, love this?
You can, but LOL is becoming a little bit outdated for casual reactions compared to haha. Haha is the absolute standard right now. Let us look at another reaction. What if someone tells you a surprising story? Like they say, I just won free tickets to a concert.
I would probably say that is a very surprising information.
Too robotic. Instead, you use the reaction phrase, no way.
No way with an exclamation mark, like I don't believe it.
Exactly. It shows excitement and surprise without needing complex grammar. No way. Or you can say, that's amazing.
Let us practice this. I'm going to send you texts. You give me the reaction habit.
Go for it.
Hey, Jessica, look at this funny video of a cat falling off a table.
Love this.
Hey, Jessica, my boss just gave me Friday off work.
No way. That's amazing.
This is incredibly easy. I feel like I'm cheating. I am participating in the conversation. I sound completely native, but I am only using 2 or 3 words.
It is not cheating. It is adapting to the medium. Texting is a different language than speaking. And if you learn these tiny reaction habits, you become an insider. You belong in the group chat.
Okay, but what about bad news? What if someone complains about something, like, my car broke down this morning? I cannot say, haha, love this. That would be terrible.
True, you need a sympathetic reaction. The textbook would teach you to say, I am very sorry for your negative experience today.
Which sounds like a customer service robot.
Right. The natural chat reaction is simply, oh no, or that sucks.
That sucks. Is that polite enough for work?
That sucks is very casual, so you use it with friends and close coworkers. If you are texting your manager and they say their car broke down, you would just say, oh no, I'm so sorry.
The nuance of casual versus polite is so important. We need to be careful who we are texting.
Let us lock this in with our third ABC quiz.
Hit me.
Your friend sends a picture of a really ugly sweater they found at a store. They say, look at this terrible sweater. How do you react? Option A, this garment is visually unappealing. Option B, haha, love this. Option C, haha, no way.
Okay, this is a tricky one. Let us break it down. Option A, this garment is visually unappealing. Obviously, this is the textbook robot again. Nobody says garment in a text message.
Nobody, unless you are a tailor in the 1800s.
Option B, haha, love this. Now wait a minute. The sweater is ugly. They said it is a terrible sweater. If I say love this, it means I actually want to buy it. It does not fit the context of them making a joke about how ugly it is.
Very good analysis. Love this is for positive things.
So it must be option C. Haha, no way. It shows I am laughing with them and reacting to how crazy the sweater looks.
Spot on. Option C is the perfect native reaction. You are mastering the rhythm of the chat box, Dave.
I am feeling very confident. But, Jessica, there is one part of texting that still terrifies me. We know how to start, we know how to reply, we know how to react, but how do we escape?
Escaping is the hardest part for everyone.
It really is. I am terrible at this. If the conversation starts to slow down, I always just stop replying entirely, and then I feel incredibly guilty for the rest of the day. It's called ghosting, right?
Yes, when you suddenly disappear from a chat without saying goodbye, it's called ghosting. It can feel a little rude if the other person was expecting a reply.
But the alternative is also bad. If I don't ghost them, I end up writing, goodbye, have a good day forever until we speak again, and it sounds like I'm marching off to war. It's too dramatic.
Ending a text conversation is awkward because there are no visual cues. When you're talking face to face, you can look at your watch or step back or point to the door. In text, you only have words. This is our fourth and final category. We call it the gotta run habit.
The gotta run habit. Like I am literally putting on my running shoes and sprinting down the street away from my phone?
Not exactly. Gotta run is a fantastic piece of conversational grammar. Let's break it down. The original formal sentence is, I've got to run, meaning I must go now.
Okay, I've got to run.
Over time, spoken English crushed got and to together to make gotta, so it became I gotta run.
And let me guess, because this is chat English, we use our pronoun dropping rule and we delete the I.
You are a chat English expert now. Yes, we drop the I. We just type gotta run with an exclamation mark.
Gotta run. That is so smooth. It gives you a perfect excuse to stop texting without needing to explain where you're going. You don't have to say, I must cease messaging now because I have to wash my dishes. You just say, gotta run.
Exactly. It implies that you're busy, but in a positive, active way. And usually we pair it with a nice closing phrase. Gotta run. Talk later.
Talk later, dropping the pronoun again. Instead of I will talk to you later, just talk later.
Yes, or catch you later.
Catch you later. I like that one. It sounds very friendly. Let's roleplay this. We've been chatting for 10 minutes about a project and the conversation is dying.
Okay, I will send the last message. So, anyway, that is the plan for tomorrow's meeting.
Sounds good. Gotta run. Catch you later.
Perfect. You agreed with sounds good, you initiated the exit with gotta run, and you kept the door open with catch you later. That is a textbook native text message. Well, not textbook, chat book.
A chapbook. We should write a chapbook. It feels so liberating to have these exact phrases. I realize now that my problem was never my vocabulary. My problem was that I was trying to invent complicated sentences from scratch every single time my phone buzzed.
That is the biggest takeaway from today. You do not need to invent English. You just need to collect habits. Native speakers use the same small blocks of language every day. Hey, are you around for? Sounds good. Haha, no way. Gotta run. If you just learn these blocks, your life becomes so much easier.
It is like having a cheat code for WhatsApp. Let us do one final ABC quiz for exiting the chat. Let us make sure our audience has this locked in.
Good idea. Here's your final scenario. You're texting your language exchange partner. You've been chatting in English for 20 minutes, but now your dinner is ready and you need to leave your phone. How do you end the chat politely? Option A, I must terminate this digital exchange to consume nutrients. Option B, gotta run, talk later. Option C, okay, bye.
Okay, option A is hilarious. I must terminate this digital exchange. I'm definitely going to send that to my brother as a joke, but I would never send it to a language partner.
Please do not. They will think you are an artificial intelligence. What about option C, okay, bye?
Okay, bye is just a little too short. It feels slightly aggressive, almost like you're annoyed and slamming a door. It lacks warmth.
Right, it feels abrupt. So that brings us to option B.
Option B, gotta run, talk later. It drops the pronouns, it uses the casual contraction, and it leaves a positive feeling. Option B is the winner.
You got all 4 quizzes correct today, Dave. And to everyone listening and answering along at home, if you got those right, you are officially ready to upgrade your text messages.
I feel like we covered so much ground today. We learned how to open without saying dear, how to reply without saying I agree, how to react without writing a paragraph, and how to escape without ghosting.
Yes, we replaced the robotic textbook English with natural chat habits. And remember the golden rule of text messages? We are lazy. We use pronoun dropping. We drop it, that, and I. We just say, sounds good, works for me, and gotta run.
I love it. Well, everyone, we hope you liked these text message tips. We want to hear from you now. It is time for you to practice what we just talked about.
Yes, please look at the very last text message you sent to a friend in your native language. Look at it right now. How would you translate that exact message into chat English using the casual phrases we learned today?
Write your translated chat message in the comments below, and we will reply to tell you if it sounds natural. We love reading your comments and helping you fix those tiny details.
And if you found this episode helpful, please give it a like and make sure you are subscribed to Chat English. Share this with a friend who is learning English too, so you can practice texting each other.
Speaking of practice, here's your homework for today. Change one friend's contact name in your phone to an English name and try sending them just one of these new Chat English phrases today. Just say, hey, are you around for coffee? They'll think you've been practicing for years.
You are all doing a great job. Texting in a second language is hard, but you are taking the right steps. Keep going, keep practicing your chat skills, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Gotta run. Catch you later.